Ontario's stay-at-home order is officially in effect, and Ontarians got this stay-at-home alert on the phones earlier today while the province logged 3,326 new cases of COVID-19. Now, the province is also planning a big box store blitz this week, and inspectors are going to be out in regions across the province, including the GTA in Hamilton, to make sure major retailers are following the rule. Let me bring in the Labour Minister Monte McNaughton. He says the province is going to crack down on businesses that aren't following the rules, but how will it be enforced, and what about small business? Great to have you on the program again, Minister McNaughton. I want to get to the blitz in a second, but you just heard Jagmeet Singh, the federal leader of the NDP. He said they want national standards enforced with money on long-term care homes, not for profit. And he also believes from a jurisdictional point of view that the federal government should do more to basically take the leadership on the vaccine rollout. Would the provinces welcome federal government in provincial jurisdiction on those two issues?
No, I don't think so. I mean, obviously, Ontario's position, and I think all of the other provinces, we need more support from the federal government when it comes to funding for improvements to health long-term care across the country. But when it comes to the distribution of the vaccinations, we have General Rick Hillier, as you know, leading the plan in Ontario. And we're doing, a really great job getting it out now. We stumbled, obviously, in the first number of days over Christmas, but the machine is well oiled, and General Hillier is doing a great job leading that.
Let me talk about this. So you got the stay-at-home order and the blitz. Dan Kelly, who's going to join us later, the president of the Canadian Federation of Independent Businesses, he wrote this today. Ontario's doubling down on unfair and ineffective restrictions on small business. No other province, he says, has locked down small retailers while handing huge competitive advantages to big box stores. What do you say to that?
Well, look, I come from a small business background myself. Obviously, these are very, very challenging times. I think everyone would agree that COVID-19 hasn't been fair to anyone, not only in Ontario or Canada, but around the world. We've kept small businesses like retail, for example, open for curbside pickup and delivery. Look, my job as Minister of Labour Training and Skills Development is to ensure that the businesses are open, keep their workers safe. And we did launch a big box blitz. Our inspectors are going to be out on Saturday and Sunday, going to every single big box store in the GTHA, and we're going to roll this out across the province next week. But I'm going to make sure that they're following the rules. If not, we won't hesitate to shut big box stores down.
But big box stores, again, Dan Kelly's saying big box stores are still, I know you're enforcing that, but like for small businesses, for example, they can't do curbside drop-off after 8 p.m. A restaurant can, but a small business can't. Amazon can do it, but a small business can't. How is that fair?
Well, look, these are challenging times for small businesses. I mean, we've rolled out supports like we've rolled out for families across the province every step of the way during this pandemic. We are working to keep businesses afloat, to keep them going. We just came out with a $20,000 grant for small businesses across the province. Again, look, these are challenging times. We've identified essential businesses, and my job as minister is to keep workers safe and to keep customers safe. And the sooner we can get through this, Evan, the better it's going to be for small businesses and for all the people.
Minister, are big box stores violating the rules? Is that why you're doing the blitz? Have they taken advantage of the situation?
Well, we're going out into every business that's operating during this pandemic and through this lockdown period. I want to make sure when it comes to the Costcos and Walmarts of the world that are supposed to be at 25% capacity in Ontario, if they're over that, then I won't hesitate to shut them down. I also want to make sure that the supervisors and managers are following health and safety protocols that we put out. I think, obviously, if any business is open today, it's a privilege for them to be able to serve the people, and they better be able to do it properly, or again, we'll shut them down.
Has enforcement been an issue, not just in the big box stores, but I have heard reports from various people many of them, most of them who want to, frankly, remain anonymous, inspector people who say middle managers have said don't enforce the rules on construction sites, on other places. They're just saying inspectors have been told just turn a blind eye, basically. Up to this point, has the enforcement been a bit toothless, and is that about to change?
No, I mean, I can speak about, the hundreds and hundreds of inspectors we've had out every single day during this pandemic. As of today, we've done almost 35,000 inspections and investigations. We've shut down 55 job sites and workplaces. The most recent statistics out of the Workplace Safety and Insurance Board here in Ontario, there's been about 10,000 COVID-related cases in workplaces. So all in all, that's about 5% of all the COVID cases in the province. Businesses overwhelmingly have done a good job, but we want to send the message that we're going into places that are open today, the next number of weeks, and we'll make sure that we're keeping those workers safe.
All right, Minister McNaughton, great to have you on the program. I appreciate it. And we're watching as everyone's trying to stay at home what this big box blitz is going to look like. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Evan.